to science class, chapter 9th. Before going to the lesson, I want to ask you some questions, students. You are observing many variety of animals and plants. If you see in your surrounding, you will see variety of animals, small plants, big plants, small animals, big animals. You can see. So I want to ask, are they living in the same kind of life? Do they have the same features? Or the organs are same in them? If they are same, are they eating same kind of food? So you will study all such features, all these concepts in the chapter 9, the living organisms, characteristics and habitats. You will study different organisms and the place where they live and what are the special features to live in such places. And yet all of them and had many organisms of various kinds. They are called living creatures. You will study many locations. Many locations means such as the places where the organisms live, on land, in water, in the air, on plant. So all these are the places where the organisms live. So what is this place we call? The place where the organisms live are called their habitat. For example, fish, many animals such as tortoise, crocodiles, variety of kinds of fish. Where they live? They live in water bodies such as river, ponds, lakes, reservoirs, etc. So we call the water medium as aquatic medium. The place which the organisms such as fish, crocodile, tortoise live and also many kinds of plants also live in water. They are called as aquatic animals and aquatic plants. So aquatic is water medium. So some plants and animals live on land. They live on land such as cow, goat, human beings, cat, dogs, horse, and even in the forest, wild animals. Forest is also terrestrial kind. In terrestrial, you can see, you will study desert, cold and extreme hot areas such as deserts. All come under terrestrial. Terrestrial means on land. Which animals live on land? You know, they are all, even including human beings, cow, goat, all these domestic animals, horse and wild animals such as tiger, lion, bear, etc. So all these you will study in this lesson. Habitat and adaptations. Habitat is the place where organisms live, such as the habitat of lion is forest. It is terrestrial animal. The habitat of fish is water. It is aquatic animal. Okay. Aquatic also includes sea water, river water. Sea water is saline water, salty, and river water is fresh water, sweet water. So in the sea, plants and animals are surrounded by saline, that is salty water. Most of them use the air dissolved in water. There is very little water available in the desert. In desert also, many animals live. Even though there is less water, shortage of water, there is extreme hot. It is very hot in the daytime and extreme cold at night time in the deserts. The animals and plants of the desert live on the desert soil and breathe air from the surrounding. So in such hot and extreme cold condition also animals live. That means some animals are adapted, they are adjusted for that life. The sea and the desert are different surroundings. We find different kinds of animals and plants in these two regions. Means they have special features on their body. The body structure of camel helps it to survive in the desert conditions. Only camel and few rats live in hot deserts. Camels live with their long legs, which help them to keep their bodies away from the heat of the sand. So in that manner they have long legs to avoid the hot. They excrete small amount of urine. Their dung is dry and they do not sweat. Since camels lose very less water from their bodies, they can live for many days without life. See, without water, a camel can live even for a month also. Do we live like this? No, it's not possible to live without water for 5 minutes. If we feel thirsty, suddenly we want to get water. So like this, camel has special features to live in sandy area such as hot deserts. And the sea animals, some variety of fish, kinds of fish, turtles live in sea. They live happily. They are adapted for living in salt water. They don't want to come outside. The adaptations of organisms differ depending on their place of living. That's why a fish cannot live out of water and a camel cannot live in the sea. But you human beings, we are all human beings. What kind of habitat we have? We are living on the land. We are also terrestrial animals. So here is an activity. You have to perform this activity. What is there in this? Animals, plants and other objects found in different surroundings, such as in the forest. Which animals live? Which plants live? On the mountains, which plants and animals live and other objects? In desert, what kind of animals live and plants? In the sea, not all these, if any other situations in any different surroundings. One example I will give you. In the forest, which animals and plants live? In the forest, lion. You can write other animals also. Zebra, elephant, monkeys, pythons, lion, tiger, bear, etc. On mountains, monkeys, yaks, and some other animals also you can write igloos, iguanas, iguana, uda, some variety kinds of monkeys live on the mountains. And birds on the cliff of the mountain, which birds live? vultures, eagles. In the desert. In desert, climate is very hot. Hot sand. So which animals live? Camel and some variety kinds of cats. And cactus plant. In sea, fish. Small fish to large whales and sharks live in the sea. And some variety kinds of algae you can see at the bottom of the sea. So like this you have to search for these plants and animals and complete the activity. I hope you will do this. So search in the magazines or anything and write all these, complete the table. So all animals cannot live in all the types of habitat. I mean to say, the habitat is the place where organisms live in a specific area. Habitat means a dwelling place, the home place of the animals, specified place for the specific animals. The habitat provides food, water, air, shelter and other needs for the organisms. We are living on the land. We are getting everything on the land. So we are living on the land. We are terrestrial animals. Some kinds of animals and plants live in some habitat. The plants and animals that live on land are called terrestrial habitats. Some examples of terrestrial habitat are forests, grasslands, deserts, coastal and mountain regions. So these are all terrestrial habitats. Once again I repeat, what are those? The examples of terrestrial. Terrestrial means on the land. They are forests, grasslands, deserts, coastal, sea beaches. Coastal means sea beaches. Mountain regions. So these are all. On the other hand, the habitat of plants and animals. Plants and animals that live in water are called aquatic habitats. Which are those aquatic? Water medium. The water media are lakes, rivers and oceans are some examples of aquatic habitats. There are large variations among the terrestrial habitats like forests, grasslands, deserts, coastlines and mountains regions located in different parts of the world. So all the deserts are not same, all the coastal areas are not same and all the grasslands are also not same. They are different in different place of the earth. They are different in the different regions of the world. The organisms, both plants and animals living in a habitat are its biotic components. Our earth is containing biotic and abiotic components. Sunlight, heat, air, water, they are abiotic components. They are also part of the environment. So they contribute abiotic components. Here is an activity for you. We made sprouts from moong and chana seeds. When the seed turn into sprout, it is said to have germinated. This is the beginning of life of a new plant. We call it as germination. Now collect some dry moong seeds. Keep 20 to 30 seeds aside and soak the rest in water for a few days. For a day, divide the soaked seed into 4 parts. Keep one part completely submerged in water for a day. Do not disturb the dry seed, so those submerged in water. Keep one part of soaked water in a sunny room and another in a completely dark region. Okay, then keep the last part in a very cold surrounding, say in a refrigerator or with the ice surround them. Rinse them and replace the water every day. What do you notice here? What do you observe here? After a few days, do the seeds in all 5 conditions germinate uniformly? Do you find the slower or no germination in any of these? Yes. We see because they are growing, they are observed in different conditions. Do you realize that abiotic factors like air, water, light and heat are important for the growth of the plant? Okay. In fact, abiotic components are important for all living organisms. We find that organisms exist in very cold as well as very hot climates also. How they manage their life, how they survive in such adaptation. They have some body features to overcome the situations such as harsh conditions like extreme cold and extreme hot conditions. So we call them as special features as adaptations. Some animals live in desert. How they live? What they do to overcome hot conditions? During daytime they are hot. The condition is hottest in the daytime and at night time extreme cold. Those organisms which cannot adapt to these, they die. They cannot survive. So abiotic factors also differ in different areas worldwide. So this results in a wide variety of organisms in different habitats. That's why we can say animals are not same all over the world. The animals are different as we go on walk through the different variety of places on the earth. So look at these habitats and understand the abiotic factors, how they play important role, how they make impact on the adaptations of animals in these habitats. You can see desert animals in the burrows. They are taking rest in the burrows. They make burrows in the desert and take rest. And during daytime they search for the food. So in the next class, let us study some terrestrial habitats such as deserts, grasslands, mountains, and some cold and extreme hot conditions in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice time.